If I don't post, I'm not gonna make no money.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Bree, and today I will be doing a quick little Q&A video. All of these questions don't involve lashes, but most of them do. I made a poll on my business Instagram and my regular Facebook and asked people to ask me questions like, what do y'all want to know? Like, what type of business questions do y'all have for me? What type of questions do y'all got for me? What's up? Okay, so if y'all see me looking down, of course it's because I'm looking at my phone and I'm looking at all the questions. So my first question is, what were your biggest struggles in the beginning? For me, my biggest struggle when it came to owning a business was not using my business money as personal money. That was the hardest thing that I had to get over when it came to me getting clients, getting sales, stuff like that. Like, I had a big problem with using my business money as like spending money because I wasn't reinvesting my money back into my product. So I was young when I started my business, so at the time my family funded my business. So every time they would be like, Bree, like, why you keep coming to asking us for money from your own business if you making all these sales, all this and that to the third? Y'all, it was a lot. I still owe my mom $400 to this day for when I had Gloss by Bree. If you know, you know. So yeah, that was my biggest struggle. Like, I didn't have problems with like support or getting sales or marketing, anything. All of it just really came natural. The only thing that I've ever had problems with was saving my business money and reinvesting it. I mean, I'm way better now, but back then, who? Your girl will make a sale and go to Chick-fil-A or something, or get on Amazon and order anything that I wanted. Okay, my second question is, what made you switch from lip gloss to lashes? What made me switch was I never really wanted to do lashes. The first thing, like my first business was Gloss by Bree, which I was hand making my own lip gloss. But I really too much didn't even want to do lip gloss. I wanted to sell hair, but of course, as y'all can see, stuff went different. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know if this question is like from past tense or now, because I did sell lip gloss. Well, I had a cosmetic line. But the thing why I stopped that is because at the time, like, yeah, I was making sales and stuff and it was doing good. Like, that business was doing good for like pop-up shops and stuff, but Ideal Looks is my money maker, so I wanted to solely focus on Ideal Looks until I can, you know, be making a steady income without actually having to do lashes, so that I could focus on my cosmetic line. But if y'all stay tuned this year, then y'all will see I have something up my sleeve. So somebody asked me, what made you want to start your own business? It really just, it's in me. Like, everybody in my family has owned a business. Like, my aunt owned a business, more than one business at that. My godmama owned a business, my brother has a business, my goddaddy got a business. Literally everybody in my family has a business. Nobody, you know, never, you know, just not did nothing. My uncle has a business. Literally everybody in my family has a business, so it's only right for me to do the same. And then, like, I've had 3 or 4 jobs, and baby, if you know me, I do not like being told what to do. I cannot stand it, and I have an attitude problem. So none of me, well, I ain't gonna say I didn't get along with my managers, but like, I would have my days where I just didn't want to go to work. So of course I was like, why not just start my own business? But no, I just wanted to do my own thing. Like, I never really was the type to really get a business. I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I got my first job was Cracker Barrel. And the only reason why I got a job is because I wanted to start a business, but like, I wanted to do all my own, because I've been spoiled my own life. So I wanted to do this business thing on my own. So yeah, that's why I started a business. What is the hardest thing you've had to deal with at the beginning of starting your business? The hardest thing I've had to deal with was, of course, my clients. Like, I never had problems with like my clients that are my age. It was always the people that were way older than me. Like, one girl, she tried to, I was just starting doing lashes, y'all. She got her lashes done while she was doing her lashes. Like, I used to let everybody know that I was a beginner. I used to tell them like how long I had been doing lashes, all this and that to the third. And you know, everybody was okay with it, of course, because they booked me. So I don't know, she wasn't my Facebook friend or nothing. She came from some other town because she wasn't from where I'm from. And then while I was doing her lashes, she was just talking about like how she got to pay for her son a new phone, how she got all these bills because her son's birthday coming up. And at that time, it wasn't really clicking in my head. I'm thinking, you know, she just sitting here venting. Like, I didn't have no problem with that. But then like later on, like y'all, I asked her, once again, y'all, I was a beginner, so I ain't gonna say the lashes look good, but I was only charging $25. You really gonna try to get over me? Get over on me? You got kids my age, girl. But no, she was like, she waited until she left. It was literally like 10 minutes after she left. She texted me and was like, she don't think that her lashes look good. I sent the third. She wanted a refund. And at this time, I didn't really have a policy. I was just practicing lashes or whatever. So I had came home, told my mom about it. My mom was like, no, do not give her a refund, because she already understood that you were a beginner and you were practicing. But y'all, I felt so bad, and I'm not a confrontational I'm not a confrontational person. So I just sent her money back, because I don't want people thinking like, you know, I just need their money, because I don't. Like, be for real. No, I'm just playing. But no, she just kept texting me like she was blowing up my phone. So I was like, let me just get this lady this money back. It did kind of have me discouraged at the beginning, but as y'all can see, your girl is booked and busy now. So next question. How did you find good vendors? I'm not gonna lie, I used to buy a whole bunch of vendors. Like, I never really found a vendor on my own unless I went on YouTube or I Googled it, or I, you know, they DM me or something like that. Most of the time when you have a business and you have an Instagram page and, you know, you posting whatever you sell, whatever you do, like what type of service you offer, 9 times out of 10 but like vendors will reach out to you. So I used to take advantage of those, and I'd be like, you know, I'll DM them back and be like, can I test out, can I get samples of your products or whatever. That's usually how I find my vendors. I always reach out. Or when I most of the time when you get on places like Alibaba, AliExpress, places like that, if you do an inquiry, a whole bunch of vendors will start contacting you on this app called WhatsApp. And most of the time that's how I found my vendors. Or I just, you know, search. Like, a lot of people think that finding vendors is really hard, but really all you have to do is go to YouTube, Google, AliExpress, Alibaba, all that. It's not that hard, I swear it's not. Or you can find a vendor through a hashtag. If you're not on Instagram and you got a business, then I don't know what to tell you, because Instagram is a good business resource. It's like the next closest thing to like Google. I found everything on Amazon. All you gotta do is type in eyelash extension vendors in your search bar on Instagram, and I can guarantee you at least 10 vendors will pop up. So yeah, next question. How did you come up with your name? At first my name was gonna be Adore the Look, but I tried to find something that I knew I could do more than one thing under, because at the time when I first started my business, I wasn't really knowing what I wanted to do for real. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to sell stuff. I didn't know if I wanted to just offer a service or anything. At the time, like I was telling y'all at the beginning part of this video, I used to sell lip gloss under the name Gloss by Bree. But as time went on with that business, I did not only sell lip gloss. I sold clothes. I sold lashes. What else did I sell? I sold clothes, lashes. I sold vendors, all types of stuff. So once I rebranded, I changed my name, and I did it under something that I could sell anything up under. Ideal Looks. That could be clothes, lashes, hair, lip gloss, anything. And I always try to find like words that, you know, like, I don't want to do stuff like pretty winks, pretty minks, stuff like that. I always went to find a synonym of the word that I wanted my business to mean. Ideal means perfect. Ideal, you know, y'all get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's how I found my name, and I made sure that nobody else had my name. I Googled it and I have my LLC for it, and I'm working on getting my name trademarked, so don't play with me. No, I'm just playing. So this is a lash question. How did you find the right glue to use when first starting out? When I first started out, I didn't really try out a lot of products, because I solely went on what my first lash mentor told me to use, which was the glue that I had in my kit when I took her class. And I want to say it was Sky Glue. it was Sky Glue too. She recommended Sky Glue. At the time, like, you know, I was still in high school. I barely was working, so I couldn't really, I ain't gonna say not afford it, because I'm pretty sure if I would ask my mom or somebody to buy the glue for me, they would. But when I started doing lashes, I wanted to do everything myself, so I kind of like was scared of trying out all these products, because if y'all don't know, being a lash tech is very expensive. Like, y'all might see the glitz and glamours of being a lash tech when you see people on TikTok with all their money, but y'all, you reinvest a whole bunch of money when it comes to being a lash tech. You got to keep buying lash trays, you got to keep buying glue, iPads, all types of stuff. Like, being a lash tech is very expensive. But no, I didn't try out really too many glues until I started having problems in my set, like with retention. Or when I first started out lashing, I didn't know that after 3 to 6 weeks of you opening your glue, after a month really, that the glue is old. So I would still be using my open glue that I opened like a month or two ago, and I was not, you know, I was wondering like why my clients' lashes is not staying on. One is because the glue was old, and old glue can cause eye infection, so you want to make sure that you switch out your glue. But I really can't tell you anything about glue because I don't know where you from. Whoever asked this question, I didn't put like people's names and stuff, but I can't really say too much about glue. You just got to find a glue that works for you, your clients, and your humidity. So what's something you had to learn practicing on your own to become a better lash tech? When I first started out lashing, I used to get on Instagram and just be like I look at people like J Balls. I don't know if y'all know her. She's a YouTuber too, and she does lashes, like Kenzie, Lash T. I used to look at their page and be like, they do lashes so good, like I'm never gonna get like that. But really all it took was practice. Like, my business did not blow up. I want to say it was whenever we first went on lockdown for COVID, that's when I really took time to myself. I stopped taking clients and I did nothing but practice, y'all. That was the month, well, that was the time of my life. Like, that was my first time ever being booked and busy. But it really takes practice. Like, I had to get out of the phase of going on Instagram and seeing other people's lash sets and how they lash business is going, and try to work on mine instead of focusing on somebody else's business. That's the only way you're gonna get better at what you do. Focus on yourself, practice. Don't let nobody tell you, you know, your sets don't look good. I used to look at my little raggedy sets that I used to do with my friend, but like, y'all really just let me play in y'all face. But no, for real, all you need to do is just focus on you, your business. So the next question is, how has lashing changed your lifestyle? Full-time lash tech. I don't know how to answer this question without, you know, I don't want to go too personal about what I make or, you know, stuff like that. But lashing, it did change my lifestyle. I mean, I can afford, it's not the only goal that I had when I first started lashing, like money-wise. I don't know how to say this, but yeah, I mean, it did change my lifestyle. How do you handle difficult clients? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have difficult clients. Most of my clients are returning, and my new clients, they always respect me, you know, and stuff like that. So if I did have difficult clients, I would be real strict on my rules and regulations and stuff. And I really don't, I'm not, like I was saying before, I'm not a confrontational person. So if I have a difficult client, then I just be like, you know, you can go to the next lash tech. Sorry, I can't service you. Like, I wouldn't make it a big deal, but I mean, I'm protecting my peace and my business. The next question is, what are some pros and cons of being a lash tech? Pros. I was known before I started doing lashes, but like, it's gotten my name out there so that I can venture off and do other stuff. Like, people know me as Bree that does lashes, but they also just know me as Bree, the entrepreneur, stuff like that. A con is people don't understand, like I was saying before, like how expensive it is being a lash tech. So I hate to see people on the internet or people who, you know, not in the beauty field have an opinion on how much lash techs charge for their sets or whatever. They just don't understand. Like, a small bottle of like a 5 milliliter of glue is like ranging between $25 to $80. It depends on the company that you use, or, you know, once again, your humidity or the retention that you want for your clients. Another con is the back problems, and it really takes a toll on your mental health. Like, y'all, I lash 24/7, so it was getting to a point to where I was just like, I'm so burnt out. I used to hate going into work. I was like, I never have time for myself. Like, I'm 20 and I don't do anything fun because I'm always working. But I started taking, you know, a few days off to myself so that I can reset, especially when I have really busy times and stuff. Another pro is I just like making people feel good about themselves. Duh. Another con is the back problems. Jesus. You have to wear a waist trainer or a corset when you lashing, because if you don't, baby, and you need to get you a BBL pillow, because your butt bone is going to hurt. Like, your back and your butt and your neck. Oh my god, don't let me get started on the fingers. My isolation hand be throbbing. I used to have to come home, complain to my mama, and she used to be like, just soak your hands. I never soak my hands. It's a lot, but overall I really do love what I do. Like, I really do. I don't see myself doing anything else. Well, of course I see myself doing something else, but like right now, lashing is what I want to do. Lashing is the only thing I'm really focused on, other than, you know, other business ventures. The next question is, how do you stay creative and consistent with promoting yourself? A lot of people always ask me this, y'all, and I honestly, like, if I don't post, I'm not gonna make no money. Like, I'm a full-time lash tech. If I don't post, I'm not gonna make no money. If I don't post that I got appointments available, if I don't post that I want to do this set, if I don't post that I have lashes, if I have however many lash sets to do or whatever, if I don't post how many lash seats I have for a lash class, I don't make no money. If I don't post, I don't make no money. So that's why when you see me on your timeline, I'm always posting, because I'm always trying to make some money. But no, I stay creative. I just be like, I don't understand what people ask me that, because I just like just sitting here thinking of stuff. Every single day I think of something of how to make my business better. How can I make it different from the next lash set? How can I make all my content stand out versus the next lash set? Like, you know, how can I make my sets how can I make my sets different from the people who do lashes around me? That's literally all I think about, and it's just like stuff just pop up in my head. I'm one of those where I say I always have to think of a theme. I don't do nothing without thinking of a theme. Literally everything. Every single lash class I've had, every single lash special I've had always comes with a theme. That'd be my thing. I have to find a theme first, and then I base my content off of that theme. Like, if you follow me on my social media, then you know I just did a lash class for Christmas, and it was how the hustling ass lash tech stole Christmas. I'm gonna show y'all the flyer because I don't know how to insert it, if I still have it. But I found that I was just thinking of, like, you know, I didn't want to do a basic Christmas class, like, because that's what most lash techs was gonna do. So I was like, you know what, I gotta think of something like what's gonna stand out, what gonna make people, you know, really look at my flyer versus seeing Christmas. They probably think I'm just gonna run a sale. So if I can find it. So I ran a special, I did a lash class of how the hustling ass lash techs stole Christmas. And as you can see, that thing basically is the Grinch. And I'm telling you, like, it was going crazy on the internet. Everybody was like, oh my god, this is such a good thing. Y'all, it went so good that somebody stole it. She stole my whole flyer and put her name at the top and all that. Even changed the location to Atlanta. But no, for real, that's all I do when I think of like creative posts and stuff like that. I have to always think of a theme. If you think of a theme, you can think about all the creative posts that you can do, all the little, you know, memes you can do, stuff like that. And this don't only go to people who offer a service. If you sell clothes, if you sell hair, think of a theme. That's gonna be your way of staying different from people. Like, that's really it. Think of a theme. Well, that's literally all I do, is I think of a theme. So next question, what were some of your personal struggles as a beginner lash tech? I was kind of like sad because I had invested a lot of my money into doing lashes, and I felt like I wasn't making it back. So I'm like, I stopped doing lashes for 6 months because I started doing lashes heavily my senior year in high school, and I was working, trying to graduate, you know, trying to do stuff like senior week, go out of town, stuff like that. And I did not want to keep working at the job that I was working at because I felt like, please don't take this no way. Like, I feel like it was childish of me to be working there even though I was only 18. But I was like, I gotta be doing something else. Like, this is not what I want to do. I can't just keep selling lashes. I can't, you know, I gotta offer something, like something nobody my age is doing. And at the time, I don't think it was too many people where I'm from doing lashes. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a lash class. So I was like, you know, just sitting there thinking, like, how am I gonna get better with lashes? I see all these people on Instagram. Like, one thing, my mentor, we are the same age, y'all. I'm telling you, I took her class February 11th. Before that, like, she's a really, you know, a real good mentor or whatever. When I had seen her, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when I had took her class, I was counting her pockets. I was. It was so many of us. She was on tour at the time. And she was like after our class, she had posted a picture with a whole bunch of money. So y'all, a couple days later, because after I left the class, I did lashes that whole day, but like, I wasn't really just, it was just, you know I didn't want to do it for real. Until I got on there and I seen her. She had bought an Audi truck, and then she was like 10K in 10 days because she was doing this little challenge for her lash tour. When I seen that, y'all, I got on Amazon and started ordering a whole bunch of stuff. I started thinking of sales. You can ask my friends. Anybody that know me know I was going crazy trying to figure out something like, how am I going to make this work? Like, I want an Audi truck. I want a chain. I want to move out my mama's house. I want to go and be outside. I want to go buy new clothes. Nah, for real. I really was influenced by that. Like, it's not a good thing, but I'm glad that I seen stuff like that, because that made me go harder. Because I'm like, oh, I want stuff like that. Even though I had nice stuff from like my people spoiling me or whatever, but I was like, I want that. Like, I want that. But yeah, that was my personal struggle. Trying to be like, well, I ain't gonna say trying to be like everybody else, but I was looking at everybody else's success story who did lashes and thinking it was gonna be me when I first started out, and it was the completely opposite. So the next question is, do you have to take a refresher with the same person you took the first class with? No. Most people take a refresher with somebody new. Me personally, I took a refresher with somebody new. But yeah, you don't have to take a refresher class with the person who taught you first. Next question, if you could go back and tell your younger self, what would it, if you can go back and tell your younger self something, what would it be? I would tell myself to stay focused. Watch your surroundings, watch your friends, all this and to the third. Do what you want to do. Don't try to live for somebody else. Always focus on what's gonna make you, you know, happy or whatever. So advice you would give another lash tech: do that shit. You a hustling ass lash tech. Don't let nobody else tell you different. You a hustling ass lash tech. Hustling ass lash tech. The next question is, how do you make your brand stand out from other lash techs? I don't do basic stuff. Like, well, I do basic lash techs, but I always try to think outside of the box. Think outside of what my clients like, and think outside of what people, well, lash techs around me are doing. If I see a lash tech done did a trend that's trending in like Atlanta or Chicago or somewhere, I'm already on the next trend that they don't know about because I done seen it on TikTok. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this first, you know. Like I don't be in competition, but I do, you know, want to go ahead and do something different, because they got people, you know, looking at their lashes like, oh my gosh, she did the decals. Then you got another person over here doing the color. So I'm like, okay, let me jump on, you know, doing the spike bottom, stuff like that. Like, I always just, you know, try to stay on top of trends. Like, I'm always searching TikTok, Instagram. I'm always looking at lashes and how I can make my sets different, because like lash styles that are popular in Atlanta aren't really popular down here. Like, it take us a little minute to get onto what Atlanta and Chicago and places like that are on. Like, for example, the decal lashes. Nobody wanted to try decal lashes. Nobody wants to try color. Nobody wanted bottoms. But in places like Atlanta, you got people, they doing it all the way. Like, they doing the extra stuff. They putting diamonds and numbers and letters, all types of stuff on lashes, versus where I'm from, they be scared. So that's what I try to do. I try to stay on top of the trends that are trending on like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Anytime I see something a lash tech go viral on Facebook, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and order all this stuff so that I can, you know, go ahead and be practicing this set so I can pop out with it. Because at that point, people gonna be like, oh, she, you know, she onto something. But really, when I really just, you know, been paying attention to the people outside of where I'm from, so that I can, you know, be different, but of course stay on top of the trends that are trending for like when I go to post on social media and stuff. So the next question is tips to someone who is struggling with lashing. Just keep practicing. Like, I promise, if you practice and really put forth the effort, then you'll do good. Like, lashing isn't hard once you get used to it, as long as you keep practicing, being consistent, you know, investing in the right products, because when it comes to lash, you can't be cheap about nothing at all. Not even the type of tweezers you use, not even the type of iPads you use, not even down to the little pieces of tape that you use. So yeah, just be consistent, invest, you know. So my last question is, how did you build clientele? Y'all, I don't know. I always, when I just be like, I just post on social media. I think when people start businesses, or they start to offer a service, that they really think too much into posting on social media. Like, that's how you're gonna get your clientele. How you treat them is how you're gonna keep the clientele. Your how your, you know, work ethic, your service, your product, how that is, that's how you're gonna get more people. Because, you know, once you do good with somebody, they gonna go tell somebody like, oh yeah, I went to Bree and got my lashes done, she did my decals and stuff so good. So when that next person Jesus, when that next person is, you know, looking to get a lash decal, say they might, I'm gonna go to Bree Dance because so and so told me that she did her decal lashes good, so I know she gonna come back to me. I know she gonna do me good. So yeah, that is all the questions that I have for this video. If y'all have any more questions, y'all can DM me on Instagram, on either one of my Instagrams, and both of my social medias will be down below, or you can just simply type them in the comments box and I'll get back to you when I have a chance. I just want to say thank y'all for 200+ subscribers. Your girl is finna be a real YouTuber. I'm finna be real consistent. But yeah, thank y'all so much for supporting me. Thank y'all so much for every like, comment, share, for everything that y'all do. Get to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell the next person about this video.